God did not create the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. So where did the tree of the knowledge of good and evil come from? It grew up from the ground. God finished creation in chapter 1. 31, everything was good. Chapter 2, verse 1, God rested. Then in chapter 2, we see the tree of the knowledge of good and evil growing. The tree of the knowledge of good and evil was not in Genesis 1. It wasn't God who created it. God created trees and herbs and told man to eat they have for his body. But then in chapter 2, we see a tree growing that did not exist in chapter 1. Now, remember, the book of Genesis was Moses' teaching notes. And when a teacher is teaching for the purpose of the understanding of his audience, he could use analogies and parables. There was no tree of the knowledge of good and evil in chapter 2. But there was a tree of the knowledge of good and evil in chapter 2. Please put on your thinking caps. Moses was teaching, so he uses parables. A parable has a fact, a fiction, and a little lesson. Out of the ground, not from God,